Medical errors account for 1/3 of patient deaths, says a recent study published by Johns Hopkins. Additionally, work by Berry et al. In 2016 indicated that from a list of 128 errors described by residents, 52% of them were due to inadequate experience. This all indicates that a change is needed in how training is being conducted for medical professionals to decrease these preventable patient deaths. Currently, training for nurses hoping to enter the workforce includes in-class lectures, skills labs where students practice techniques on mannequins, and clinicals, which involves being assigned one patient a week under the supervision of an instructor to practice skills learned in those classes and labs. However, nowhere in this process do students receive opportunities to practice skills in areas that they struggle in. Some students may not even know there is an area they are struggling in. For example, students in one small Midwestern university are only allowed to practice an IV placement on a mannequin one time. Thus, no information is provided to them on how to improve or if they are struggling until they enter the workforce. As such, a switch to more individualized training may be helpful to reduce later medical errors. Recent research has shown that individuals who receive tailored training perform better on later measures than those who receive standard training. A large problem on delivering personal training is the need for an instructor for every individual. This is obviously impractical and often costly. With this in mind, it may be beneficial to use machine learning in creating optimal education for nurses and other medical professionals. Machine learning is the process by which an artificial intelligence system learns through data and subsequent algorithms to identify user trends and patterns. The system then uses these patterns to inform its future suggestions. An easy way to understand this concept is to think about Netflix and Spotify. Both companies use large amounts of data on what a person likes and dislikes to provide that person with suggestions of movies to watch or music to listen to. Another way it is currently used specifically in the medical profession is to help prevent patient falls and pressure ulcers. Nurses will input information based on their patient assessment, and the system will then help them decide if their patient is at risk for a fall or a pressure ulcer, and then recommend a course of action. How can this be used for training? Machine learning can be used to create what is coined as machine teaching.